Howdy people, good afternoon. That just took me well over an hour to get from Yonge and Eglinton to College and Yonge, or just north of it. The TTC is running shuttle buses this weekend and it is particularly brutal. If only the Crosstown LRT were open and I could have taken that over to Eglinton West. Oh well, it is Saturday, May 24th, 2:49 p.m. is the time, about an hour after I was hoping to start this. And it is, or I was originally actually going to start at 2:15, so 35 minutes after. It's about 15 degrees Celsius. I see a lot of people in the chat already. Greetings and hello there. Thank you for tuning in to this Saturday afternoon live stream. Let me just check the audio. 49. Yeah. All right, everything seems to be working. So this is Yonge Street coming up. We should see some shuttle buses rolling in. It's also doors open weekend. I'm not sure how well we can get in and stream any of these places, but we can maybe go see some of the places. I don't really feel like lining up on a live stream. But what I might do is come back tomorrow and make a video or two of some pre-recorded spots. Some people were hesitant to cross the street there, but that cop was like, "It's all good, I got you." The operator. Oh man, traffic was barely moving. I really regret not getting off at like St. Clair and just walking downtown. Temperature-wise, it's not too bad. It's a little cool, but it's about 15 degrees. changing a few settings here, and you might notice there's a little map on the top left of the screen, a tiny little map. It's probably barely noticeable. I guess I should have done a better job at setting the size, but that shows where I am at the moment. If you're watching on a big smart TV, you can probably see it, but if you're just watching on a phone, it's just going to look like a little square on the screen, I guess. Yeah, let's cross here. Greetings, Harjot, Nicole Morse, Madano, Lee, Kramer, Daniel, Soliata. I think I saw Vivian here, Gaby, Sven, Carolyn, Al is here. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're gonna go south a little bit. I think the Church of the Holy Trinity is participating in Doors Open, and I think they allow filming. If we can peek our head in there and see what's going on. I think there's about 150 or so places that have opened their doors over the weekend, and they have their filming and photography policies posted online, so you can see ahead of time. Some places don't allow anything, some places do allow recording inside, some places don't, some allow tripods, some don't. The R.C. Harris water plant doesn't allow recording, which is kind of a bummer. So this is south down the west side of Yonge Street. Greetings, Mark M, Shane, and Scott. I was debating live streaming last night. Ultimately, I decided just to stay in.
Also not how that works, but that's okay.
I was looking at College Park. I started a live stream there last week. Alicia says it's raining. Not here. I do have my umbrella on me just in case. Scott Briggs says you're trying to rival me, but you can't come up with that level of athleticism. You can't beat a 44-year-old? Come on. Raymond just opened up YouTube and I'm down the street. I would say it's that quiet. Also, the subway isn't running. I don't know, I think from Shepherd all the way to College. Normally, they just cut it off at St. Clair, and shuttle buses aren't too bad, but this was an absolutely miserable experience. We were barely moving. I think I'm going to go up to Eglinton West and take the Eglinton bus over. It's time to go home, and tomorrow if I go downtown I might take that way. Hey, how's it going? Just ran into a viewer. Greetings, Christos. Chelsea Hotel over there. All right, Scott. I didn't know. Oh, I've got my phone in FPV mode. I didn't even notice where I got my gimbal. Let me fix that. There we go. Greetings, Brad Palmer. Group ride. Looks like they've got a second group held up behind them a little bit. All right, I gotta keep talking here. We're gonna pick up a There's a ton of people over in the old Ryerson Student Learning Center steps. I don't know if there's an event going over there. Maybe doors open.
Like, what the fuck? Everyone's
Yeah, that one guy was just like, what the F is going on there?
I'll eat one.
Well, hopefully the rain stays away. So Old City Hall is open for doors open. If there's no line, we could possibly check that out. There's Dundas Square in the corner, or the southeast corner. You can't turn, lady. Hence the honk honk action. Hello. All right, let's head over.
What trouble are the baby facing? You understand? Keep reading. I support you. The only reason that the real
No, it's not no turn on red. It's no turn, period. There's giant signs saying no lefts or rights. That's an easy one to have some cameras at the intersection just printing off tickets. Yeah, Matthew, I checked out Billy Bishop a few years ago, but Red Path Sugar might be neat. I'm going to try to come up with a few places I could maybe go to tomorrow. This year's list didn't excite me too much. OCAD is open, but Old City Hall might be neat. The TD Center is open as per usual. But there's a church straight ahead that I think is open. This is really the only time I ever go into a church, but they are beautiful old structures. Christo says Young and Dundas looks like a circus. What else is new? Ken messaged me while he was in line at one of the places. I won't give away where he was, but he was being very annoyed by some loud talkers in line behind him. Lisa says the line at Osgoode was nuts even before it opened. Yeah, Osgoode and the Campbell House are open, and they both allow recording. I've been into Old City Hall a few times, but I imagine there's going to be quite a lineup in there. Usually City Hall has the worst lineup. This beautiful old church here. All right. I don't know. Okay, let's keep moving.
Susan, you're not going to worry about it? Okay.
So this is the Church of the Holy Trinity. Join us for doors open Saturday, May 24th, Sunday, May 25th. So right now is 3:05, the Echo Women's Choir. So we should be quiet. church. That's the Church of the Holy Trinity, dating back to 1847. It's a building I've walked past probably 1,000 times or so and have never actually been into. That's one of the neat things about Doors Open. I think I can count the number of churches I've been in my one hand almost, but that's not true. I've probably been in double that amount. But one of the big tickets that everyone's going to want to check today is Old City Hall. We can see what the lineup is like there. Ali, $5, deciding whether to move to Toronto and which neighborhood to pick. Your videos are very helpful for getting a feel for the different vibe of different areas. Well, thank you so much for the support, and I'm glad you found some value in the videos. Thank you very much, Ali. And if you move to Toronto, welcome in advance. We don't bite. Well, some of us do, but... Caroline, $5, gorgeous stained glass windows. Indeed. It was a beautiful old building. 1847 that church dated back to. Thank you so much for the $5. I believe it was an Anglican. Is allowed in there, but I imagine the lineup will be something fierce on a day like this. At least we got into something. Oh man. There's the Eaton Center. I don't think Old City Hall is going to happen today. They've closed off their line for the day. No access past this point. So I think it closes at 5.
You can try, but you can wait on the line, but...
She's just saying you can wait in a line, but you might not get in. Look at all these people.
Right over there. But what we said is okay. Yeah, that's okay. You're allowed.
And Lisa said Osgoode had a big lineup. It's a great event and it's a great idea, but you can find yourself spending an enormous amount of time just lining up. If I come tomorrow, this might be one of the ones that I want to hit. Scott says I need that backstage pass. Yeah, that would be the one thing I say that kind of sours this are the lineups. But we can go see what it's like at the TD Center. That one is always a bit of a highlight. Lisa says Osgoode was just as long, or not longer, before it opened. Maybe though, if that was before it opened, that was just people anticipating it opened. And then once they got in, I don't know if Osgoode has quite the appeal that new and old City Hall would have. And there's the Campbell House as well. Charlie asking, are summers in Toronto warm? Usually. We've got a sudden burst of warmth right now. But City Hall is also on the list of places you can waltz into for doors open. But there's going to be a big line to get in. And music to avoid. We're gonna pick up a copyright for that song for sure. Hey. Conal, $10. Johnny, your streams are the best. How much bitrate can you push through Moblin to achieve that quality? Conal, thank you so much for the $10. It's definitely appreciated. I push through 19.5 megabits per second. You can push more than that, but the Bellabot server will not accept more than 20. So I cut it off at 19.5. Then from my OBS server to YouTube, that is 30 megabits per second. That's just to make sure there's no loss of quality. And I do it in H.265, of course. It's more efficient than H.264. Peter Bradfield, $1.99. Your videos and streams are always valuable. Peter Bradfield, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Peter Bradfield. Much appreciated. There's a monster line to get into City Hall, but we can go see what it's like at Osgoode. It's kind of nice just being outside with so many people out to see, explore, and experience the city. It's kind of a bummer that Line 1 is such a gong show today, but the rain has held off. Mean looking skies for sure. All right, let's head over to Osgoode. Yeah, the skies are threatening rain. If it does rain though, I've got my Brawley. What happened on line 1? There's no service. I think Shepherd all the way to College. But I think you could hop on one foot faster from Eglinton than it takes to get downtown. But the good news is I saw a bunch of people out working on the rail tracks. Jellybean, hi Johnny and fans. Jellybean, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much, and hello to you, JB. Beautiful shot of City Hall, which we ain't getting into. Old City Hall to the right.
Literally slammed my ankle on something.
Bonito.
This is where all them tourists go, eh? I'm gonna do a tourist thing and maybe take a new selfie for this. Well, you can't do anything here without being in a million people's photos or getting in their way. What's going on? I gotta fix my phone here. One sec, guys. Enjoy the views. So Osgoode Hall and the Campbell Museum, but it looks like Osgoode Hall has a monster lineup. Teaching Lodge. This is an Indigenous storytelling workshop. This is a neat space. I've never been in here. It's pretty new. Alicia Lewis. I'm trying to talk a little quietly. Thank you, Alicia. Johnny, thank you for showing us Doors Open TO today. Thank you very much, Alicia, for the support. You're very welcome. There is information on the Doors Open TO website about all these buildings. I just kind of randomly came into this one, but it's always looked pretty cool from the outside. Cool stuff. Yeah, it looks really cool from the outside. It's an awesome little structure. Jellybean saw the Toronto Humane Society have doors open. Awesome. Too bad I can't walk over there without that taking up most of the stream. But thank you, Jellybean, for the 10 and the information. I'm going to try to find a few places to go to tomorrow and record for a future video. Possibly. I say that, but this must be the lineup to get into Osgoode Hall.
You're actually not allowed to come in from the recording. And the firefighters are laughing at me.
Sorry.
We're gonna get you.
I guess this is a spot a lot of people have been itching to get into. Yeah, Ubisoft is open. I saw that. It's not in a great location for stringing together multiple places. I think the Contemporary Art Gallery is open. It's a bit of a hike from there, but I didn't see a whole lot in that area. This is an old Law Society building. The law school at York University is called Osgoode. And as much as I want to go in there, I think the thing I hate most in life is lining up and waiting. So I'm probably just going to see some of what Osgoode Hall has to offer on someone else's YouTube video. If interior recording is allowed, I think it is. Yeah, long line indeed to get in there. Very tight gates to get out of. Hey, we've gotten into the Church of the Holy Trinity and an Indigenous storytelling room. Is the Opera House having doors open, or is there just a show? There's a big line of people. There's an awesome view. Oops.
I think my brother wants to go.
And look, another place with a monster line we won't be going in. That's the Campbell House Museum. It's kind of a smart place to set your drum kit up. Keep people entertained. I'm sure you get a few tips your way. Jeanette, $5 for an open door snacky. You heard that. Jeanette, thank you so much for the fiver and the snack. And $5 from Jellybean to welcome Cam into the chat. All right, Cam, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much, Jeanette. Thank you, JB. "30 minutes from that point." That's a nice touch that they add that sign. If you're planning on doing doors open, I think you really got to kind of pick and choose your spots. Because if you said, I want to come down and do Old City Hall, New City Hall, and Osgoode Hall, well, that would be your entire day right there, pretty much. Last year, I went to the Daniels Building and the El Macombo. The Laughing Man says, how dumb of the TTC to close half of line 1 during doors open weekend. The left hand doesn't know what the right is doing in this city. But I saw people working on the tracks between Eglinton and Davisville, so if that pesky slow zone went away on Monday, I would say it was worth it. I have a feeling OCAD University won't be so busy. Maybe it will. Well, I'm quite positive the TD Center will be rammed. All right, we got McCall. go see what OCAD has to do or say. OCAD's that funny looking building that is suspended by what appears to be stilts, designed by Will Aslop. It was kind of controversial at the time, but like a lot of things, I think people wouldn't trade it for anything. It's kind of just part of the city landscape now. I wonder what happens when it starts raining and you're up there. I was on a tour bus in Hanoi and they handed out those Vietnamese hats, like I guess they're rain hats. I thought that was kind of cool. But maybe we can get into OCAD, and if we can't, well, then I don't know. Yeah, we just missed the old Chum building. There's a speakeasy in this place in the back. It's like a bar that has no signs. I think it's reservation only. Greetings, Kimberly. Marcus says Erica M was your fave? Yeah, she might have been mine too. Rick the Temp was up there. Good old Much Music days. But there's OCAD kind of floating above the older building. I think they allow recording inside. People who go there must be like, why does anyone want to come here? I'm assuming we're just going to be able to walk right in. I don't see any doors open signs. Oh well, we're going in. Fabrication Center, Student Marketplace. There's a Student Marketplace. So apparently we want to go up. Let's hope we don't lose connection in the elevator here. I think she said the 5th or 6th floors are where we want to go. All right, Jelly Bean, thank you. Wow, that's red. Trying to fish for a better signal, but thank you, Jelly Bean, for the fiber. You super every time someone walks by your building. Thank you again, and sorry about those issues. It's gonna happen. Maybe we'll take the stairs down. So this is the Ontario College of Art and Design. This kind of feels like a big cafeteria style room. But I think there might be a window with a view out this way. That is Grange Park and the Art Gallery of Ontario just to the right. That's a look to the west. Grange Park surprisingly not that busy today. Let's see if there's a south-facing view. No windows on this side? Photography studio? Yeah, I was looking for windows. Well, let's go down or up a floor. I'm more interested in the views than the actual institution and what they do here. This is similar. to the view we just had. There might be some students here actually trying to get stuff done. I'm slightly disappointed there's no vantage points we can look out. All right, we're gonna get another west view and then I'll hit the stairs. Oh, very similar to the last view. Hey, Jenny K is here. All right, let's blow this popsicle stand. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Johnny's growing.
That's me. Hello.
Watch your YouTube channel.
Awesome. Do you know which is that way out? I took the elevator up. Do you
This
know?
goes downstairs. I think third floor maybe.
All right. Thank you. Good to meet you. All right. Just ran into a viewer We're battling. I'm trying to get down these stairs as fast as possible. We're battling some connects. There's like a student market here.
I just like that right there.
Bad connection. But we were just up in that thing.
Kids are
Well, we got into 3 different places. This is Grange Park. Not really sure where to now. Hi, hello
Guess
there.
what? I've been trailing you for half an hour now.
As I,
Yeah.
someone said you were coming with shorts on.
Not today. When it's like 35 degrees, I said I'd wear shorts for one day. Yeah. Not today. Today is not
No
that
shorts. It's Mr. Continuum. How's it going?
day. Good, good.
Where'd you go today?
I went to the City Hall deck.
How long was that lineup?
An hour and a half. 2 separate lines. One line to get in the building and then another line to get to the elevator.
So an hour and a half in total?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, I say it was worth it. I mean, why not, right? It's free. I got the afternoon to do whatever, so yeah, it was worth
Got
it.
a video out of it?
I got a video, yeah.
Old City Hall, did you go there? Yeah, that was a big lineup.
Yeah, I saw lots of big lineups today. I thought
Osgoode Hall had a big lineup.
one big lineup a day is my limit. I don't think I can do more than that.
Did you do TD Center?
No, I was thinking of doing it, but not after I've already done that. You know, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that one tomorrow.
Yeah.
But that one's usually lined up too, right?
Yeah, an hour and a half at least also, yeah.
That might
So
be
go
all I
early.
do tomorrow.
Last year I went on the Saturday and I ended up going too late and I wasn't able to get in after waiting in line because they cut off the line after a certain amount of time. They close up, you know, at 5 o'clock or whatever. So I had after lane. So then the next day, on the Sunday, I went back early and then did it all over again. So I made a video of that. That was 2 years ago, right?
So, are you going up to OCAD?
No, I just watched you walk through it, so I feel like I don't have to now.
No, you don't really. Jellybean, $5. She's asking, where are the shorts? LOL.
Is it 35 degrees right now? I don't, when it's 35 degrees?
It's actually shockingly nice.
It is
like,
nice,
like today has gone back and forth. But thank you, Jellybean, for the $5. No.
Jelly Bean, when it is a hot, muggy day, I will finally don the shorts just for that one day.
Someone says to be careful. You look very dangerous.
I look dangerous. Okay. That's my look. That's what I'm going for. Yeah.
So what are you doing now? Are you?
Well, I've successfully made another video tracking you down, basically stalking you for the last half an hour. So I think I'm good for today.
Do you want to join me for a little bit of the stream, or you want to do your own thing?
Which way are you going?
Probably check out the TD Center lineup.
Okay, we can walk over there. Maybe I'll end this video though.
Yeah.
Because we've already got a full video out of this, I think. So continue on. I'll just trail behind you as I end this one.
I think stocked. Look at that guy back there. Back there? Yeah, over there. That's Ken. And I think he'll be joining us for a few steps. I'll give Ken some homework. If he can find somewhere that might be open on our way over there, we might do another doors open.
Go to.
I've also got a bubbly in my backpack I kind of want to drink. I might task Ken with holding my gimbal for a bit. If you don't know who that is the Ken Continuum, all one word, at the Ken Continuum. We did a live stream together a week ago.
Thanks to all the channel members. Be sure to keep checking back. As always,
You won't continue.
or maybe I will. I don't know. It's up in the air.
There we go. Sweet.
Yeah, I thought it was time I returned the favor after you stalked me a couple times.
No one watched that video. I think I might have named it wrong or something. Only
That's
has.
too
People are watching the shit out of the video I uploaded this morning, though.
bad. Yeah, I figured that one would do well.
Can you hold this for a sec? I want to get a drink out of my backpack. I didn't want to be filmed getting a drink out of my backpack.
Johnny drinks.
Yes. Oh, I kind of like this. Maybe I'll just let you.
Oh, like I'm your gimbal butler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Low bit rate. Just got a notification here.
No, that was just a temporary.
Okay.
Here, I just want to open this can. This guy looks kind of like you.
Oh, come on.
Where are you now?
So we are heading towards John Street. If you can think of anywhere that is open, for doors open, that allows interior filming, I'll be happy to check it out. If not, I kind of want to go see what it's like at the TD Center, lineup-wise.
Look, I found some sunglasses. Do you want to wear them?
They're a little more your style.
They are Marc Jacobs, though.
Is that a good brand?
I think it's a fancy brand, isn't it? Of sunglasses.
They look kind of,
They're not my style, but
they look a little worse for the wear.
yeah, they're a little worn out. But I think a little bit of touch up here.
Hey, super chat. We have Done Way Dumb, $5 for a refreshing beverage. And Stewie, nice to see Toronto's 2-star streamers together. Done Way Dumb. It's an interesting handle you got there. And Stewie. Well, thank you very much. If you guys weren't aware, that is Ken. He is my personal butler outside of YouTube time. But today, I guess he's doing a little overtime.
Yeah, a judge ordered me to be his butler. We were living in a Seinfeld episode.
I ordered him to be... Didn't Elaine do like a British accent?
Did she?
She's like, my butler. And they're like, why are you saying it like that?
That was Jerry who did that.
Classic misremembering. But thank you guys. So are you going live tonight or posting a premiere?
Premiere.
Be live when?
Probably Monday.
This guy wants to compete with me. He's scheduling his next live.
Why is that when you're going live?
Probably.
next?
I usually go Friday or Saturday, then Sunday night on the other channel, then Monday on this one. But that might be Tuesday. I don't know. I was going to last night. I was just like, I'm comfortable at home. In years past, St. Andrew's Church, just south of here, has been open. But I don't think that'll be open this year. Do you know of anything in this area
Campbell House Museum?
that doesn't have 30 million people lined up?
Yeah, no. Too bad the old Much Music building isn't included. That'd be cool
Yeah.
to see.
Come see what Bell gutted. We have removed all of your cultural icon. City TV used to be there, Much Music. They used to record breakfast television in there. we're at Queen Street West.
Somebody's playing Elvis.
If I'm ever on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and it's like a musical clip, Ken will be my phone a friend. Dude, that guy's always there lately. There's a dude playing the drums in front of the Campbell House Museum.
That guy used to always be at Young and Dundas like 10 years ago. Him and another guy they used to run together. Remember that guy with the short black hair? He always used to be there and he would flip his sticks up in the air all the time.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that guy that used to just like walk down the middle of the street? Always around Young and Dundas. He was just always walking through traffic.
The singing man?
Yeah.
He just vanished. I just assumed the worst when I stopped seeing him, but
I hope the best for him, but
Yeah.
yeah, he was he kind of had blinders on. Just
yeah. I could never figure out what the hell he was singing, you know?
Jelly Bean, $5. Rest in peace, your favorite Starbucks. Well, it technically relocated, I think, just west or east of there. But thank you for the $5 to mourn the death of your favorite Starbucks. This is Richmond. This is the old garment district. Well, just in that direction. All the old textile factories and stuff, and sometimes those buildings open up as part of Doors Open, but I've never had any interest in going into them. Ballroom on the left, runway 6 on the right.
Is that new? Runway 6?
It was a Milestones. That whole building is supposed to be redeveloped. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, it's kind of on hold.
But Milestones moved over into the Eaton Center.
Part now too. Okay.
Well, there also used to be a Milestones in the Tenor.
Hey, you can. I watch you guys all the time, sure. I really
Awesome.
don't know me. I just wanted to say hey. We're architecture students. I watch your stuff, watch the city.
Where do you go to school?
I went to school at St. Clair College in Windsor.
Oh, cool.
And then we can do more school going on. Sorry to interrupt your stream.
No.
We watch your stuff all the time.
Awesome.
Both of you guys.
Well, nice to meet you guys.
Flavors.
It's good meeting you.
I'll shake your hand, guys. That was crazy. I saw the thing where you got a cookie, a special cookie the other day. Oh my gosh.
Very special.
Yeah, me and my mom were worried about you. I think a lot of people were, yeah. Anyway, it's good to see you guys.
You
Have a
too.
good day.
Cheers. Architects, that's awesome.
I used to dream of being an architect, just like George Costanza.
Art Vandelay.
Yeah.
I'm an importer, exporter. I thought you were an architect.
I think most people who are skyscraper geeks at least thought somewhat of being an architect at some point in their life. You know?
Most of what architects do is kind of designing the more mundane stuff. I want to be an exterior starchitect,
Of
they
course,
call
I
them,
think of myself as the Frank Gehry type of architect, right?
who has a super tall going up very soon, a block south of here.
Yeah.
And apparently the one is just about to hit 1,000 feet.
Yeah, that's going to be a kind of a noteworthy event, I think.
I thought it already did.
I think it's like on the verge any day now, I think.
And did you hear Vancouver has a 1,000-footer going up?
Yeah, although that's still just a proposal, right? There's no actual movement.
But like the
Yeah.
bylaw, the municipal hurdles have been moved. Let's go along Adelaide.
Vancouver has a pretty stumpy skyline, except for a couple buildings.
Well, they have those like view corridors
Yeah.
to protect of the mountains, but they like are rethinking that.
I don't really like the design, to be honest, of those Vancouver buildings. So they look, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the design.
I don't like the two that are flanking it.
It should just be one building.
We can't lose sight of
It's a big decision.
Are you being serious? You mean that, huh?
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys, to this Saturday afternoon stream. We've been joined by this dude. Oh shit, I gotta get my battery bank out. Little pit stop. I don't want to stop in front of here. What if like
Bench right there.
all right, let's
Kind of an odd place to put a bench, but
get the old battery bank out. That's the bench here.
handy.
One sec, guys. How's that for a handy gimbal? Just got the tripod built in.
Yeah, I watched your streaming gear video and kind of made me want one of those.
And what's cool is I can charge my phone up here. There's the USB-C port, but I'm just gonna do.
Does that work, as well as you would like it to work?
You have to also charge the gimbal because the gimbal battery is not very big. So you'll literally just like make that thing need juice.
Yeah.
And get very little juice in it.
It sounded too good to be true in a way, but
But I'd rather have a cable dangling from here than up there.
it's true.
We're late in the stream. I don't really want to jerry rig all that up. So just I know the phone just turned off now.
Oh, you're good.
All right, guys, one sec. Oh,
shit.
oops. Oopsie doopsie. We're in handheld mode here. There's like a party going on somewhere. Did you hear that?
How could I not hear that?
All right, we're back. Because this cable adds a little bit of jiggle to the screen, I'm going to bump up the stabilization. There we go.
Have you seen the model of Toronto inside of the City Hall entryway in the lobby?
Once.
Yeah. They've started updating it. It was really, really out of date.
Well, so much has changed, yeah.
So it's pretty up to date now. Still missing some buildings. But
Do they have any proposals going up as part of it?
I don't think they have any proposals,
So
but
it's just-
they have buildings that are still under construction in the model as completed. And I was a bit surprised, But then they have other buildings that are completed
That are
that
absent?
are not in the model. Yeah.
Well, speaking of going up, there is, I believe, one of the Frank Gehry buildings.
Yeah, that's the shorter one. That one's not the super tall.
Way back in the day, that used to be a row of restaurants. All the Ed's Steakhouse, Ed's this, Ed's that. Thank you, Angel Muis, Mark S.
This big new tall building going on this corner.
Yeah, but we lost Crocodile Rock.
Yeah.
And that was a series of dominoes that probably killed the Burrito Boys.
Yeah.
Less people. So we are heading east on Adelaide. Thanks to Ken for accepting my invite.
Stalking you? Yeah.
Well, he was a little low on his butlering time, so we'll count this. What did the judge decree? 4 hours a day? Rest in peace. Me and Ken once went to this Burrito Boys.
Yep.
A little
After
bit.
the incident.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
When one of us got shoved
Yeah.
by a deranged psychopath trying to sell drugs in front of a drop-in center. So what video are you posting tonight?
Tonight is a grocery store video.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, the comparison.
Right.
getting followed by the smell of tobacco.
Yeah, it's just,
I think it's the wind is blowing this way and someone behind us is probably smoking.
yeah, it's not going away.
Aspero says, Rip Ryan Smolkin. Yeah, the guy who founded Smokey's Poutineery passed away last year. They actually opened a burrito place to compete with Burrito Boys called Smoke's Burriator, I think.
It didn't last very long.
No, it didn't.
I didn't even bother trying it.
Danielle
Then it was
says
gone.
Ed's warehouse is gone. Ed's everything is gone, unfortunately. There's the Shangri-La. Private residences. My company would, when we had people move here from the States, I think they owned a few units in there because a few people were living in there. This is
Remember a couple years ago, my sister's house was being used by a film crew. So the production company put her and her whole family up in the Shangri-La,
oh wow.
free of charge, while they were using her house. Pretty nice
For
deal.
how long was that?
I think like 3 or 4 days, something like that.
Nice 5-star stay. View Southdown University. Greetings, math doctor. I think the Metropolitan United Church is open. It's kind of on the way.
Do you have a destination? Just wondering.
Yeah, let's see. Doors open. Buildings and sites. I'm gonna see if I can.
I should have told you high five her. No, she's turning right.
We just stop here for a second.
Whatever. She's tuning.
I want to find a potential last doors open place. We can partially walk Ken home. I just clicked on the Church of the Holy Trinity. And this website, Young Street. St. George Greek Orthodox Church. No, that is not the... Metropolitan Church. Photography and filming. Yes, yes. What are the hours? So 5 p.m. Let's go.
Okay.
We're going to go check out the Metropolitan United Church. Because it gives us... Oh, Ken's walking that way anyways, I presume.
I live on that side, east side.
And it gives us a doors open destination at the buzzer. Closes at 5.
Probably not a huge lineup for that, I'm guessing.
I went into the Holy Trinity Church in front of the Eaton Center, or that one that they wanted to demolish to make the Eaton Center.
Right.
That was kind of cool. And then we went into the Indigenous reading room at City Hall.
Oh, nice.
You know that little, like, it looks like an egg, kind of?
Oh, I saw that. That's when I started my video following you, and I saw you go in there. Yeah.
Went in there, and I made it into OCAD.
It was pretty funky on the inside. I was watching your stream as I was following you.
It's cool. I like it. Greg says that church has Canada's largest organ, over 8,000 pipes. Well, we're going to make Ken inspect each and every one of them.
You know the band, the Cowboy Junkies?
Yep.
That 90s band? They recorded an album inside of the Trinity Church, right? Called it the Trinity Sessions.
Oh,
I
like
think it was their breakthrough album, you know, that everyone knew about.
There's smoke.
I'm struggling to remember their songs, but they were always on Edge 102.
Yeah, Sweet Jane, I think, is
Oh,
the
yeah.
most famous song.
Gertesh says, I like both Johnny and Ken. Gertesh, what if I told you you had to choose one?
Oh, his head's going to explode. Come on. Or maybe not. Maybe it's an easy choice.
That's odd. My battery went up to 15%. Now it's down to 10. Just a FYI, if the lights go off on the stream, that's going to mean it's over. Thank you in advance for tuning in, mods, Patreon supporters, channel members. Just a little preemptive, this battery might not hold on action. Alicia Lewis, 99 cents. Alicia Lewis, thank you for the super. Thank you so much, Alicia. Glad to have you back in the city of Toronto.
Or is it Alicia? We still don't know. Yeah.
Alicia. Caroline, Carolyn. There's what is no longer, well, I guess, I don't know. Do you count the one as taller now? It's not completed, but it's taller.
I think it's taller now than that. Yeah, I think so.
There's the tallest completed building in the city of Toronto, providing your definition of building does not include the CN Tower, which most don't, but some do.
It's not already taller. It's literally going to be any day now.
I always thought it was so silly. Like, they're so close to 1,000 feet. Just like,
Yeah, I know.
just do it, man. Especially now that you can cheat and just put a spire. Just put like a 10-foot spire on it.
Well, I always said they literally just have to go up to the top, get a 6-foot tall box, plop it on top, and that would be all it would take to get it up to that level, right?
Jellybean says, $5, there should be a Johnny and Ken collab every week. I don't think the internet could handle that. It would break. What do you say, Ken?
It's too much. Way too much.
Yeah, you'll get your Ken and Yahia collabs and you'll like it.
Soup Nazi there? Wait a sec. Who said that? It's not Soup Nazi.
No. All these references just kind of blend in.
Yeah.
This is Bay Street, so we're gonna skip checking out the TD Center. I might try to go there tomorrow. That's one I haven't done yet, as far as doors open. If I only do one, that'll be the one I do. My favorite one I ever did was the Royal Elgin in Winter Garden. So it's just such a beautiful building. It's kind of a shame that's not open this year. I think Lizzo was in there streaming when I went in there. That was like COVID days too. Back when it was like wear a mask.
I went in there for another Doors Open, but not while I had the YouTube channel. So.
Oh, Destination Travels. Request to keep the lights on the stream. Vasily. Thank you so much, Vasily. Sorry it took me a moment to see that one. My battery. Yes, this is the B-Team battery bank. I didn't think I'd need it. Normally I stream for about an hour and a half and I call it a day. But the TTC kind of foiled my plans. I was going to live stream for about an hour and a half, then make a video, like go to a Doors Open place, get that done.
Yeah.
But with line 1 being down, it took me
What's
like
the issue now with the
just closed for
weekend
whatever.
scheduled closing?
Yeah, it took over an hour to get from Eglinton to college.
Hence the shuttle bus.
I was kind of hoping I'd be able to get to like TD on my stream, finish there, and gauge the line. Like, will I get in? Is this worth it? But I guess I'll just have to be extra productive tomorrow. Lisa says Massey Hall didn't participate this year, which is a bummer. They had pretty damn fortunate timing closing for exactly the length of the pandemic to renovate.
Totally.
It's almost as if they know something. They also booked a comedian, Andrew Schwartz, and the show was all ready to go, and they sold tickets. Then the owners found out like who he was, and they canceled it.
That was so lame.
So he rebooks at the old Hummingbird.
I lost a little respect for Massey Hall after that.
Yeah, it's a comedian.
Yeah.
The last bastion of free speech. Even if you don't like the guy or disagree with it, you like honor your commitment. You signed up for
Not
it.
even saying anything that bad. Come on, whatever. You know.
Yeah. That's the last place you can go and like push the boundaries.
Yeah.
And if you get offended or upset, comedy is not for you. It's always funny when people get offended by comedians and they take it personally and they start heckling them. And then the comedian just like rips them to shreds. Sometimes those videos show up on my feed. I'm like, this is nice. Lisa says Meridian Hall. Yeah, it was the Hummingbird Center, the O'Keefe Center, the Sony, whatever. Should we go up Young to...
More interesting.
All right. My phone is hanging on at 10% battery.
I think my power bank is ready to be replaced. Can't depend on it anymore.
It's sometimes it's just the cable.
Yeah, that too. I've lost a few cables. Replaced a few, I should say.
This one I like. It's like a MagSafe one, so I can like stick it to the back of the phone and charge it that way. And when I was on my trip, I wasn't using a gimbal. I was just hand holding them, so I could charge it like literally with the battery bank on it. Bill Chow, you're the 227th like. Thank you, Bill Chow. At 75 says, which comedian? It was Andrew Schultz. I don't know. I don't really know if I would like seeing a comedian in a huge venue like that. I saw Bill Burr at Scotiabank Arena. And I was just like watching the guy on the screen
Yeah.
because he was so far away.
Yeah, that's way too big of a space.
And like the acoustics aren't like great for that. You know, there's a bit of reverb and like...
I think Massey Hall is about as big of a hall, literally, as a comedian, you know, should play in and expect to get the most out of the experience, you know?
Yeah, I kind of like just going to like one of the local places and having like a no-name like on stage, because I laugh just as much.
I saw Mike Birbiglia at Massey Hall
Oh wow,
last year.
he's a big name.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Mike B.
I'm not even sure if that's how you say it.
I was recording a video and Absolute Comedy called me to tell me I won a bunch of free tickets. I think that's like a marketing trick they use though, just to get people in the door if they know they're not going to sell out.
Right.
Because you're going to buy drinks, you're going to buy food. But hey, I'm all for it. I love going there.
It's just right where you live, right?
Urtesh says, what's happening with the Bay? There's a billionaire in Vancouver who bought, I think, 30 Bay location leases out.
Hopefully this is one of them, right?
And she put on, like, she has this hilariously bad logo. It's like Lou Bay. Her name is like, her last name is Lou. And she's gonna try to like revive the stores, but Canadian Tire owns the brand.
So it won't be what it was anyway.
No, technically the bay, as we know it, lives on a computer in the Canadian Tire head office. That's all that there really is of it. Well, once it's closed.
It said she bought leases in BC, Alberta, and Ontario, right? So you would assume this is one of them.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Although that's such prime, they could, I don't know, what would they do with that? Because Simons is already, I was like, Simons is the only Canadian one that's really going, other than Holt Renfrew, and Holt already has that store. Jellybean, $5. Do you want a boring iced latte at the tenor? And what does Ken drink?
Nothing really.
Ken says nothing. Thank you, Jellybean, for the $5. Let's get back to you after the church, because I don't know if I'm heading up that way or not, but we'll go to the Metropolitan church and I'll get back to you. Ken definitely likes hot espresso.
Oh yeah.
You go this way, right? Oh, can we go this way?
I think so, yeah.
It's not just gonna dead end us?
Last time I walked through here, but it changes from day to day. Seemingly.
It's
I wasn't there before.
yeah. Oh, that's a support structure. Probably they're raising and lowering the tunneling machine. I don't know. Because it makes no sense. Look at this building. Look at this. Why would you have that there with this?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty
Permanent, though.
permanent, yeah. I don't understand why Metrolinx does the things it does, to be honest. So.
I hate their naming convention. Like the TTC used to just name things after the street. This is Eglinton. Metrolinx, like, what's the local neighborhood name that nobody knows? Let's call it that.
And like Pape Village, they're literally demolishing 2 whole blocks of old storefronts on Pape, in Pape Village, to build one station. I don't understand that.
It's not even a station. It's a connection to the existing station.
No, further up. Further
in
north.
Pape Village, yeah.
Like all those old storefronts, 2 whole blocks.
Their land use is on the Eglinton Crosstown line. They like demolishing big buildings. Then you have this like 1-story little entrance. It's like, have you ever been anywhere in the world and seen such an inefficient use of land?
I don't get
Like literally, you'll be in Paris and there'll be a huge subway station and it'll just be like one little stairwell popping up out of the
and
sidewalk.
It's not like we haven't done that before here. Like there's on the old original Young line, they did that, right? For a few spots, there's stairs going down.
They still screwed up the TTC though as well. Like Warden Station, like, oh, we're building this in what is now the middle of nowhere. Let's pretend all of this land is never going to be valuable and like build this huge hulking station nowhere near the intersection corner. They did that with like 407 station, which I guess is a little more understandable. That one's never really going to be an urban paradise, but Metrolinx just yuck to everything they do. Yeah, it's turned out to be a really nice day. It was kind of threatening rain. It was kind of cold. I was like, I should have brought my raincoat.
I literally gambled on the fact, or on the chance that it wouldn't rain, right?
CY says, do you trust third-party DJI software for that cam? I like the cam, not sure, but which camera? The Pocket 3 or... I do. It just interfaces with it over RTMP. Sorry, Ken. You were saying?
Oh, nothing, just about the rain. I just took a gamble that it wouldn't rain, so I left without bringing an umbrella or anything.
Oh, you're fortunate enough to like live around the corner.
Yeah.
For me, I've literally been on a plane and flew to Detroit quicker than the TTC got me from Eglinton to college. No word of a lie.
That's crazy.
That's like a 30-minute flight, but still.
Well, I have an alternate plan. I figured if I was out and then it started raining, I would abandon my normal outside walk and I would do an inside walk. Eaton Center or Union Station or something.
Yeah, I've got an inside walk going on tomorrow. Great Keating says, what does doors open mean? It means a lot of government buildings and churches and other institutions that aren't normally open to the public, and some that are open to the public, open up and let you explore them, get a chance to see some nooks and crannies in the city you would otherwise wouldn't normally get to see.
This is new.
Yeah. But my issue with it is the lineups at the places people desire to go to are so long. Literally, just pick one or two places because you're going to lose your whole day. Like City Hall, Ken said it took him an hour and a half.
That's it. That's all I could fit into one day.
And the TD Center, another good one, is only going to be a big lineup and headache to get in as well. I think they said they're open till 5, and someone said they have the biggest organ. Hello. I think we hear that organ. I'm gonna be quiet.
Something you don't see every day. Ken in a church.
Best Buy, Amazon.
What are they called?
Gimbal.
Pardon?
Gimbal. It's a gimbal, so like it keeps the
G-I-M-B-L-E?
B-A-L.
Again?
G-I-M-B-A-L.
Thank you so much.
If you're downtown, probably Henry's and downtown camera,
China.
like $100 for the basic, but it makes your shot nice and stable.
Thank you.
guys have any more questions about the organ, its history, the types of sounds that it makes, then just come up to me after and I'll try to answer as many of them as I can. So thanks for coming, everybody. It means a lot to me.
Oh, hey, can we go up there? I was kind of hoping they'd play some hockey tunes. Right. Dun, 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 dun. I kind of want to just take a quick peek up here. Ooh, my phone is down to 5% battery, guys. We might be... I think this might be a good spot to wrap it up. You know, we're just up here in church, as we always are. Jellybean, I thank you for your offer, but I'm afraid we're gonna run out of gas before we get a chance to get to the Starbucks. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our mods, Patreon supporters, channel members. I want to thank the Ken Continuum. He says Mazel Tov. Yeah, I don't know religious lingo. But thank you guys from a very beautiful Metropolitan United Church. Have a good night, and as I always say, I will possibly continue.
There will be no continuing on this channel ever again.
Okay, so what we really have to do is we both want to read the Bible front to back and say a few prayers. So that's what we're going to do. Thanks, guys.